I'm here. First of all, I want to say a quick shout out to a few people. Number one being Paul Williamson, who incessantly pestered me to get back on the air. Thank you for that. Plus, Paul, I get it. Your life is harder than mine, so anytime I ask for help, just ignore it. To Jack Ferris. Jack, thank you for your incredibly insightful comments. And also, thank you for hooking me up with the Peace Corps Chinese lessons. Thanks, Jack. To Nicole Armacida. Thank you for listening. And you rock. Lara Kunchner. Lara, I believe we've had a misunderstanding. I am not on here strictly to ask for help monetarily. Although it would be nice. I'm doing that because I was asked to do that and I said I would. So I mention NTAF in every video I do. That's the National Transplant Assistance Fund. Give to that. Help people like me survive. Period. What I am on here to do is to, number one, vent my own demons, and number two, remind you of yours. Because you have them. And you have to be more than your Facebook profile. You have to be. Because if that's all you are, then we're in a pretty sorry state. There are many things we need to talk about. The least of which being healthcare. There's a war still going on in the Middle East that we haven't pulled out of yet. Plus they're talking about going into Afghanistan. Why? He's not there anymore. We never got Osama bin Laden. He's now in Pakistan. But we don't want to mess with Pakistan or India because they have nukes. And we're afraid that if we get too mouthy, they're going to set them off. So be it. We've worked hard to make the world what it is, and if we ruin it, it's because we wanted to. For all those of you out there that are decrying me as being a Bush basher, and you know who I'm talking to, there's a reason for it. And the reason is because he fucked up our country. He did it all by, well, not all by himself. He had Darth Vader to help him. He is the hypocrisy of evil. He ruined this country, and you cannot lay the blame at Obama's feet. You can't. Because Obama came into this holding a shit bag. And he's doing his best to try and get the shit out of the bag, but there's so much shit in there, and it is the fault of the last president. Just like Bush used to blame Clinton for all of his shit, guess what? Now Obama gets to blame Bush, because Bush was there for 8 fucking years, and he killed our country. He did more to ruin the rights of people and expand the government than any other president in our history, which is completely anti-Republican. At least a true Republican, his views are clear. Get the government out of my face. That's part of me. I'm partly Republican. I don't want the government telling me what to do or how to do it. But I also need to rely on the government for help. To provide for the common defense. To protect our borders and to help its people. Because if your government isn't helping its people, then it's helping itself. You people out there that just suck up all this misinformation. The birthers, the true birthers. Was he born in America? Yes! Hawaii's America, you assholes! Is his birth certificate real? Yes! Stop your shit! You were able to lie and torpedo so many different nominees that this is who we got now. You shudder to think what would have happened had God, I'm so upset now. I can't even think of his freaking name. Had Al Gore won the election, we don't know if 9/11 would have happened or not. So you can't say you shudder to think what would have happened had Al Gore been in office when 9/11 happened. Because you don't know what would have happened had Al Gore been elected. Any more than I do. But I do know that the only president that we were ever attacked under on our home soil, other than the first couple, speaking about the War of 1812, and that kind of thing, is George Bush. We didn't get attacked under... Well, okay. You know what? I have to apologize. I have to back it up and say, yeah, we did. They tried to blow up the World Trade Center once before under Clinton. They didn't succeed because under Clinton, at least our security and our intel was up to standard. Under Bush, it was all just supposition and bullshit. And did you ever notice every time something important came up, there was the threat of another attack, which scared us more, which made us support them all that much more? Who was using the system then? Wasn't me. Next thing I'm going to talk about in my next tirade are you Christians. Oh, I can't wait to talk about you. With your false humility and your ridiculous fundamentalism. Oh, we're going to get into it. Next time. I'm just getting started.